Hello, everybody. This is Tiandra Robinson, and I am going live with how to define natural hair using the all too famous. I tried other things, but I had to go back to this the Eco Style Gel. Of course, if you don't want that to flake, you have to have some type of moisturizer in your hair. And I use this organic coconut oil. And I'm going to use my favorite products. I'm not sure how you pronounce this. It looks like Nairobi. So I'm going to use the mousse, and I'm going to use the soft finish leave-in conditioner, as well as the holding spray. Once my curls dry, I like to spray it a little bit with this just to make them a little bit more crispy and they won't be so soft. It'll last a little bit longer. I'm of a certain age, so I'm not going to be doing any of the baby hairs. I don't wear baby hairs. And to be honest with you, I'm really almost over wearing my hair in this natural state because I have to do it too often. And, I like it to be healthy. But to be honest with you, even though my husband says he likes it in its natural state, I get tired of my hair looking, like a little bush. So, one of the things that I find interesting is when you go natural, you do your hair way more than if you had some type of chemical relaxer or if you're wearing a protective style, as they say, a wig. So I do. Even though my hair is natural, I'm over it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last with this. I work from home. So I'm more comfortable, to be honest with you, working from home with my hair in a natural state than I am when I'm working in the office because you get strange comments from. I have had strange comments from the CEO of a company that I work for with my hair when I went on natural. So I don't know. It's something that you have to decide for yourself what you're comfortable with, and don't shame somebody else because they make another choice. If you want to wear your hair, good morning, natural, do it. But the struggle is real. It takes a lot of work. Like what I'm gonna do today is only gonna last 2 days, and I'm gonna have to do it again. So I'm almost a little bit over it. And then what happens is after 2 days, it'll start to like flake a little bit. Somebody from a distance can't see it, but you can see it like on your clothes, or you can feel it on your pillow. I don't have time for all that, so I'm just being honest with you. I'm over it. But anyway, this is my hair. I just washed it and I conditioned it, and you will see the transformation. I did apply some of this organic coconut oil on it, which makes it really soft and healthy. And you can see I also use it on my hands and my face because it's a really good moisturizer. So with that being said, I'm going to begin to change and transform my hair. So this is how it looks. I don't know if you can see this, but it's like a watery type of consistency. It's a leave-in conditioner. So I already put the coconut oil on. Now I'm going to just apply a little bit of this moisturizer, it's a leave-in conditioner, because before it's all said and done, I'm going to throw on a wig in a couple of days, if not later on today when I do certain things. Like, for example, I have to take product photos for my boutique, and the pictures just come out better to me and look more editorial when I throw on a wig. It's easier, but I don't know. You let me know what you all think. I'm starting to notice a trend with commercials and movies where they are showing people of different cultures with their hair in a natural state, and it doesn't always have to be straight and looking like a European style. But when I take my product photos, I like it better when I throw in my little wigs that I make and some of them that I buy from the store. So you all let me know if you're on a journey with your natural hair. Do you wear it in its natural state? Or do you find yourself putting products on it to enhance the curl pattern? Do you find yourself throwing on wigs as a protective style because it looks better? Or is actually you wear it because it's a protective style? Or do you find yourself choosing not to wear your hair natural and choosing to relax it or do other things with your hair? Like the twists, the braids. There's so many different things you could do with your hair. But the reason why you do it has to be something that satisfies you because you're the one that has to live with it. So again, I just put on this. It's like a leave-in conditioner. And when you do this with the gel, you do have to use a lot of product. So basically, all I do before I'm gonna comb my hair out a little bit is get a big glob of this and distribute it evenly um, throughout my curls, throughout my hair. So right now, all I'm doing is combing it. Babe, you know you on here. Babe, you be honest. Leave in the comments and be honest. You say you like my hair like this. Even when my husband says he likes it, I'm like, I don't like it. So I do like how it feels. Like I'm always playing in it. Like when I wear it natural, I'm always putting my hands through it and rubbing on it because it feels soft. But I do get tired of it because I feel like I be looking like a little boy sometimes. But it does look nice for the first couple of days. Throw on a little bit of makeup, some earrings, and a nice outfit. And it do look nice for a couple of days. But then after that, it's time to do it all over again. I don't have time for that. So, okay. Now all of my hair is combed out everywhere. And you can see with that moisturizer on it, I use a fine tooth comb and it goes through really easy. And look, not a lot of breakage. If my hair was permed right now, I would probably have a lot of it snapping off and splitting. But to be honest with you, if I was to wear my hair natural without all the other products, it would look just like this. A little teeny weeny afro. Okay. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna take my first glob, and it is a glob of the Eco Styler gel. And what I do is I just rub it on this way, rub it on this way, and rub it back. So you can see how it's starting to define the curls already, right? How many of y'all are of a certain age and remember the Jerry curl? You know, they used to wear all that product on their hair, and you'd be like, "Ooh, ooh, it looked good, but that's a lot of product." Well, here we go. It's a lot of product, but guess what? I'm going to dry this under a dryer, so I won't be leaving those spots on the pillows and hubby's car seats and all that stuff. Too much information, babe. So yeah, so this is what I do. I go through, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you can see how it changes. It sort of defines the curls a little bit. And all I'm going to do is go through is make sure um, each piece is defined. You can do it like that. And what I do is I'll go through and I'll do this all over. Take a little bit. I'll do that. And I'll let it dry like this. And after it's all over, I will pull these curls apart and shape it. This is a live video. I don't think I have all that much time to do it, but I'm going to do as much as I can to demonstrate. You see? You see the difference? You just wind it a little bit with your fingers and let it go. And your curl pattern all depends on the texture of your hair, of how that's going to look. But I'm gonna go through the whole head. I'm gonna get a little bit more gel. I showed you how much I had before. This is how much I have for the back. So my hair is actually different textures in different parts of my head. Like around the top and the back is the thickest. And right now I have it in like a little tape cut. But the back of my hair right here is really fine. So you see when I put the gel on, see the gel on the back, I just go through, part it, make sure it's saturated. So I'll just go through this part right here. See that? If it gets a little dry on you, just add some water or add a little bit more gel. You got to go fast with this because the gel will set on you. And your hair needs to be wet when you do this. So now I feel like I have everything saturated. So just to make sure I got it even, I'm just going to part, go through part. See, that feels to me like it needs some more gel. Just add some more gel on there. It looks like a lot of product, but it's going to dry really nicely. On the sides here, the shorter it is, the easier it is to manage. You could put something on the sides to sort of like hold it a little bit. But I basically just go through, make sure I comb it through part, comb it through. And this is where you can begin to style and shape your hair if you wanted to. You don't have to wear it all like a teeny weeny afro. You could put a part in it, put something to the side. You can make sure the sides stay down flat. But you see how the texture changes with the gel. I mean, the texture is not changing. It's just defining the curls. In order for your texture to change, you have to use some type of a chemical product. We call them texturizers or perms. And for me, the longer your hair is, the more you have to apply more product. All right, so I'm gonna turn around so you can see the back. So you're just basically parting, combing it through, parting, combing it through, parting, combing it through. So that's just so that I make sure that I have the product on all the strands of my hair. I don't want anything to be left dry because if you miss a spot, it's going to be frizzy when the rest of it is going to look, really curly. So you see, I hope it's really clear on this video. It's a lot clearer in the bathroom, but if I was to try to do it in the bathroom, you wouldn't be able to see it, and I wouldn't do it because I do not like filming in the bathroom. Some things are just off limits. I did one video in the bathroom, the first one, but in that video, that's when I had first cut my hair. And for those of you who don't know, I've been perming my hair since I was in probably 9th grade, and I am over 50 now. And I'm just now starting to embrace the natural state of my hair. I've been permanent all that time. And I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. But I think the last time I put in my hair, I had the audacity to try to color it too at the same time. And I had a little bit of breakage. So I said, let me just go ahead and cut it off. and I was tired of putting perms in it. So that's where we are today. All right, so look, now you see I could comb through all of it. Make sure you comb through it all the way. Just go all the way back. That way you know everything has some product on it. I'm not wasting no product. All right, so I'm gonna rub it back. So you can see the back. So I like to keep my hair like in a little taper cut. And so now, oh, what you can do if you wanted to style it, you can make a little part here and maybe make this go over a little bit. And then begin to define just so it can give your hair some shape. Okay, so let me start on this side because the light is on this side. So right now you might see a little bit of white because that's the coconut butter and some of that leave-in that I had. Oh, before I do that, I'm gonna add one more product because it makes a difference. Sometimes I do it at the end, and that's to put this Wrap-It and Shine foam on it. This right here, it's the same brand. I love this. Even when I had my hair permed, I would put this on before I blow dry my hair because it's protected your hair and it gave it a shine. So you just gave it like a couple of pumps. I don't have that much hair, so I don't need that many pumps. Put it on. This will make it easier to comb through too. So even though your hair is all natural, you do want to protect it from being snagged. So you put it all on. This actually makes it look nice too when you get under the dryer. That's satin foam. So you see how the sides are. And I have grays throughout the sides here and the front. So I think I'm going to color my hair. All right, so let's do this. Let me try to stay in the light so you can see. And come up close. So basically I just do like this and try to define the curls. It's almost like you're using your finger and the comb as a curling iron. So just like you would part your hair and curl it with the curling iron, you're gonna go through all that, everything you need to touch every piece. And I would say don't necessarily keep using a straight part because when it dries, you'll see that. See, so you can do it like this, or you could take a piece, take your finger and twist, separate, twist, separate, twist. You see the difference? You can control it better if you separate with your fingers and twist. You can definitely get down here with the little small parts. See, can you see? Let me do another piece. So part, you comb it out, and you separate and you twist. Separate, twist, separate, twist. This is a live video, so I can't add any music or anything to this for your entertainment, so you don't just be watching me do this. But it can be done. It takes time. And like I said, even though my hair is natural, I spend a lot more time doing my hair than I would if it was relaxed. It's definitely take longer than just throwing on a wig. But it's healthier. And there is some freedom associated to not having to perm your hair or go sit in a beauty salon. There's some freedom to that, but You have to weigh what's important to you and what you have time for and what you have the tolerance for. Because don't let anybody tell you that going natural is easier than, might be healthier than getting your hair permed or going to the salon. But as far as the amount of money I spend on products, I spend way more money on products now that my hair is natural than I did when I used to get it permed once a month, wash and blow dry once a week. Um, I spend a lot more money on my hair now that it's natural, and I spend a lot more time. So overall, I don't think it's cheaper. But I mean, share your experience. It might be cheaper for somebody, but it's not cheaper for me because time is money. And my hair gonna look good for like 3 days, and then I have to do it all over again, or throw on a baker hat, a baker boy hat, or a wig until I do it again. Because after 3 days, it will start to see, that's too thick. So I will split this in two, and then just wind it up. Wind me up, Chuck. Wind me up, Chuck. So yeah, what was I saying? After 3 days, it'll start to flake. Nobody outside will see it because that's the whole reason for putting the coconut oil on first and the other products, so that when it flakes, it's translucent. You can't see it, but I can feel it. And I'm a neat freak, so it'll dry. It's a pet peeve for me. So see this piece? You break that into two, and you just twist. So I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit. I don't have my mirror with me. It's easier not trying to do this on a video. If I do this in the bathroom, I can see what I'm doing better and I can go faster. But you get the gist of it, right? I'm gonna turn around so you can see me do half of the back. So even though I can't see, I can feel everything. And everything that you see that's white is gonna, when I dry it, you won't see anything white. You won't see any of the sedge from the foam. All of it'll disappear. So just use your fingers, go through. If your hair gets a little dry, add some water. And just keep going. I can't see right now, but you gotta make sure you don't miss any strands, because if you miss strands when it dries, it's gonna be frizzy, or you'll have a little piece of straight. I usually do this with a mirror, so I see it. I see everything that I'm doing. And right now, I'm working, sort of like almost blindfolded. You're gonna hear my dog bark. This is mailman just came, so my dog is sleeping. Okay, he was quiet today, so no dog barking. So yep, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Babe, what song is that? 'Cause I know you know. This is how you do it. I think it's Teddy Riley. So you see, all that's gonna go away. But you have to make sure, just take small pieces. Take your time, because if you take a big piece, when it dries, you're not gonna be satisfied. So take your time, as small pieces as you can manage to do do that. It's gonna be worth it in the end. It'll last longer. Okay. So I tried to show you one whole side. I don't know how much time I have. It's taking too long. So you get the gist of it. You can sit underneath a dryer with this. Or if you're in a rush, you can just go over with the blow dryer. It'll take a little while. I would say sitting underneath the dryer. Oh yeah, you definitely gonna hear my dog bark. Cause what is that? Did I order something? I don't know what I ordered. I ordered something. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and show you all how to define your curls. I don't want this to be too long video. So what I'm gonna do, I did half of it for you live. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this video at a certain point, like in a few minutes. That way I can finish it offline. I'm gonna continue to tape. So that's how it looks. Let me just do a little bit more of the back for you. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring. He's over here asleep. And if something feels like it's not done right, just go over it again. Just redo it. Just make sure you don't skip any spots. So there you have it. See, let's go down a little bit more. See, I can feel that I haven't done this part here. So you just take your finger, 1, 2, 3, part, separate, 1, 2, 3, 4. Separate, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the coil method. You just basically make little coils. So you're just making little coils. Go through it. If you feel something's not right, just redo it. So basically on this side, you're just using your sense of touch to figure out what needs to be done. And that's what I'm doing, going through. And just going through and coiling everything. Just 1, 2, 3 is enough. 1, 2, 3 is enough. 1, 2, 3 is enough. So that's that method. And up here, I'll show you how to do it with the comb. And it looks a little different. So you take a little piece, and depending on how long your hair is, you can just simply take it and do it like this. take it and do like that. Take it and do like that. That looks a little different than the other one, right? So if you do it this way, your curls are going to look a little different than the other one. For me, up the front, I kind of like to, I want to put this comb down. I kind of like to smooth it through from the root all the way to the end and pull it apart. Because I can shape it better that way. It shapes better for me. So again, part a little piece, go through, make sure you smooth it from the roots to the end, and just let it go. And you'll get a curl. It all depends on the texture of your hair and what products you put on it. I've tried different products, and I always find myself coming back to this. So this method is a little faster when you just part it. You don't even need a comb because we already combed it out, right? You could just part it, but see the curls aren't going to be as defined as if you twist it. It's not that much of a difference, but let me see if I can do it again. It's not that much of a difference, but see, you just smooth it to the ends from the root to the end, let it go. Okay, let's try this. So this side is a little bit, I think this goes a little faster. See, you can do this a little faster than the other way. So again, take a little piece, smooth it from the root to the end. Separate, and let it go. Let's try up here. Let it go. Let it go. Is that what that musical say? Let it go. Let it go. Oh no, it's let it snow. It's let it snow. Anyway, we're gonna say let it go. How's that? We grown. We can do what we want to do. We gotta sit through the torture those things, those little musicals. I have grandkids that's into that stuff. My kids are grown, all grown. So yeah, this goes a little faster than the other method. The whole key is to just get the product on all of your strands, on every part of your strand, and it will define the texture of your hair, and you can sort of shape it. As your hair gets longer, you're gonna definitely need to do this method here. So I know for me in the back parts, I'm not gonna just smooth it and let it go because it's not gonna stay as long. So I'll twist these back here at the top. The longer it is, the more likely you're gonna have to do a twist. But the short parts, you could just get away with just smoothing it and separating it and letting it go. But the longer it gets, the more likely you are going to have to twist. All right, so how much we got? Yeah, almost all of it. So again, for me, that method I was telling you where you just smooth it and separate it, smooth it and separate it. It can work back here because it's short. It'll work on the short parts, but not on the longer parts. It's almost like you're using your hands or your fingers as a curling iron. See? Just like you're using your finger as a curling iron. And you have to use your sense of touch to see what's done and what's not done. If I was doing this in the bathroom, I could tell what I've already been over and what I haven't gone over. Let me see if I can do this part for you real quick. And remember, the smaller the pieces, the better, because that way you're making sure that each piece is fully has product all over it, and the likelihood of it staying is better if you evenly distribute the product over the strands of the hair. So I'm gonna try to forget about the camera for a minute so I can go a little bit faster. So this right here, you can begin to shape it. If you want this to go back, you just whichever direction you would curl it with curling irons is how you're gonna curl it here. And because it's curly, you can go in different directions. It actually looks better when you go in different directions. So I don't know how much you all can see. See, use your finger like a curling iron. Use your finger like a curling iron. Use your finger like a curling iron. Especially when you get up to the longer parts. Alright, so I don't have that much time left, so I'm gonna go faster. Okay, again, up here, you see? It's starting to get long. You'll know from feeling it what you need to do, if you need to twist it or not. And it's been almost an hour. It takes a long time to do this. So that's why I said I spent a lot more time doing my hair. Of course, this would have went a lot faster if I was doing it off camera. So I'm trying to slow down and demonstrate. But you can see it don't take long to twist. Twist. And let go. Pull up. Twist and let go. Remember, you're shaping your hair as you go. How this dries is how it's going to lay. So when you're twisting, make sure you're twisting it in a way that's straight out, not down, because it'll dry that way. I go straight out and twist. Okay, you guys, so this is more to demonstrate how to go through it with the different products. I still have a little section to go. You don't realize how much hair you have until you have to touch every single strand. And that's what I'm having to do right now. Go through and touch every single strand. I wanted this video not to be over. I don't want it to be too long because I want to show you a little bit of the drying process. So let me just do this real quick. And I'm going to show you how to dry it. You could either use a handheld dryer or you could sit on a hooded dryer. If you don't have a hooded dryer like they have at the beauty supply stores, get you a little handheld blow dryer, like the little diffuser attachment. All right, so I think, let me just get this part right here. I think for today's purposes, this is good enough. This is good enough. I think I got this one little section to go. And then when you start rushing, you just start getting a little bit bigger pieces. It's not worth it because in the end, you're gonna wish you had done it a little slower and defined your curls a little bit better, so it won't be frizzy, so it'll last longer. All right. So I think this is good enough. This is for today's purposes. So you see the differences. Then I get this. And you can feel it when something is not right. You're like, I don't feel as good as it should. So this is how you define your curls. If you want to do the baby hairs, now's the time to do it. I'm not a baby hair girl. But I almost feel like I should do it just to show people. I don't like all the baby hairs, but I do like for the front to look soft because of the shape of my hairline. So that's it. This is it. These are the curls. That's how you define them with your fingers. We only use a certain amount of product. This is the back. I hope I got everything. I'm rushing a little bit because of today's is alive, but you can just blow dry it. Sit on a dryer and it'll dry just like this, and then you can begin to shape it. Or you can let it air dry. If you want to go completely healthy, with no stress on your hair, you can just blow dry it at this point. I mean, you could just let it air dry. Like if you're on vacation and you don't want to have to do a lot, you can do that. Or if you're home and you don't want to do a lot, and let it dry while you running errands or cleaning up around the house. Hold on, I'm gonna get my blow dryer. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, and all I'm gonna do is use this blow dryer here. And before I do that, I'm gonna spray it with some of this Lotion. So as I dry it, it'll lock in the moisture. Ooh, child. And this is, sometimes I do go in with a little bit more of this just to set the curls, just to give it a little bit more set. See, we already defined everything. That'll keep it from being too frizzy once I do dry it. And then you just blow dry. I will try to put up a different video with the completed product, the completed product, the final look. But that's how you do it. That's how you define your hair using the Eco Styler gel. What else did we use? We used some leave-in conditioner. The first thing we used on the hair after it being washed and conditioned was the organic coconut oil. This is important so that your hair won't flake when it's dry. We use a little bit of this, which is like a foaming lotion, like a setting lotion. And the last little thing, because I like for my curls to be a little crispy, I use a little bit of this. So I'm going to spray a little bit of this on it. You can't tell me my hair don't look 1,000 times different than it did before. But the only problem is it's not going to last for 3 days. Oh, well. So once this dries, I'm going to hand dry it. It'll take about 20 minutes. Then I'm done. And I'm done for like 3 days. It could go longer, but I'm really picky about how my hair looks. I like it to look fresh. I redo it. But anyway, that's it for this live. Thank you all for joining. This is Tiandra Robinson. If you like this video and you found it to be informative, share it with someone. Give it a thumbs up. Let me go through the motions. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you for your support. I appreciate you. We will continue to grow this channel. And as usual, if there's something that you want to see me do, you have questions or suggestions, leave a comment below, and I will incorporate things that you want to see into my channel. We are here for the long haul. Thank you for watching. Bye. Have a blessed day.